Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your general love reading. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. If anyone claiming to be me asks you for money, e-gifts, donations, or anything at all, it is not me, okay? I do not have Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, Patreon, or any of those things. So if anyone claiming to be me asks you for something, it is a scam. Please report them, okay? I'm just going to get straight on to your general love reading, my beautiful Gemini. Now, I will be doing a singles reading in the next couple of days for those who are single, looking for love. I'll do a more focused reading for that. Also, if you're in a twin flame connection, I'll do a focused twin flame reading as well as a career reading. So this is a general love reading, a chance for spirit to talk about whatever it is they wish to talk about, okay? So let's see what's going on there. We have past life, we've got work. Thank you so much, spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide? Okay, we got control, we got passion. They want me to go one more. Normally I would not, but they want one more. We got money. Okay, so interesting. Work and money obviously are going together here. Gemini, perhaps you're focusing on your goals, dreams, or being very resourceful when it comes to a financial setting there for you. I feel like definitely, obviously, financial gain coming on in here for you. I also feel like it's going to take a very, very important or unique energy to draw you away from your goals, dreams, or anything at the moment, because I feel like you're super focused. Okay, we do have past life here. We've got control. So I'm going to pull a card on this and see if we're dealing with twin flame contract here, or whether we're dealing with some sort of ancestral wounding that is controlling your situation at this moment in time. For example, ancestral wounding, it could be, you know, a pattern, a cycle that you may be following in the footsteps of somebody in your family line. So let me just see what this control is. Thank you so much, spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What is control in past life? Strength. So it's about courage. Okay, and confidence. Now, Gemini, you know, normally I see Geminis as the sort of person who's very, you know, intuitive, adventurous, confident, fun to be with. But we all have those moments of doubt. But it seems like, you know, you got two Leo cards here, okay, Gemini. So maybe you've got strong Leo placements here. But there's an energy of something controlling your situation, which is about self-worth. It is about being that feisty, confident assured kind of person. Maybe there's some sort of either someone knocked your confidence in the past, or it's you trying to remind yourself continuously of confidence. Now, please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, but we got two Leo cards, and so maybe you've been dealing with a Leo that has in some way been a positive but also a negative energy that you've been struggling with recently, and there's a bit of anger here. I also feel that sometimes you may struggle with recognizing where you're beautiful or where you're handsome. You may not feel like you are enough, and they want you to really own your power. This may be something that you inherited from a family member. So like I'm not really medically trained to talk about this, but things like oof. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. So they're giving me things like relationship to food, being something that is sometimes quite controlling or damaging, dependent on mood. This is maybe something that you picked up from a mother or father type guardian or a figure from a younger foundation. So for example, if you are an overeater or an undereater, or someone who has an eating disorder, they're really indicating that the root cause of it is about confidence. I mean, obviously, I don't know the technicals of things like mental unwellness when it comes to eating disorders and things like that. So I'm not really, I can't comment really, but I feel there's a hint here about using food or something as a control method, okay? So as I said, please don't shoot the messenger if you feel like you have a damaging relationship to these things and you want to reach out to get help. Of course, that's important. I just want to put that out there, and I'm sending you a lot of love, a lot of hugs. You are lovable. You are actually very desirable. The Queen of Wands is a very beautiful energy. But also I've got another energy here about using sex for intimacy, which is a separate energy, because sometimes the Queen of Wands is considered a sexual energy. So your relationship with, there may have been moments, Gemini, because this is your energy, or you may have been gravitating towards people who have these energies in their chart, who use sex for intimacy and push that sort of, it's a controlling kind of energy that is to do with self-worth or to do with ego, the sense of self. Okay, so they're just bringing that up as a control issue that you may have encountered or be encountering within yourself. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but they want you to know that you're strong enough to overcome these obstacles, and that you have the courage to take control and move forward, and anything that's you've been in conflict with, I feel like you can overcome that battle. Okay, that you got two very strong cards there to show that. Now we've also got passion coming on in here that they would like to talk about. So perhaps you found yourself, as I said, connected to people who have addictions or some sort of, it's almost like a protective energy. They streamline their energy into things like sex, for example, or a sort of patterned kind of behavior. And really they're seeking, this is quite a complex reading, Gemini. They're seeking an anchor in the storm, as it were, of life. Okay, you may have found like you gravitate towards those sort of people, or you may have found yourself in moments of gravitating towards that sort of behavior because you're the sign of duality. So I feel like you experience both sides here. I'm going to pull a card on passion. So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so they're indicating here just a slight, it's a slight, like, looking at the baggage, heavy energy there with that Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So you've got the opposing sort of energies of the spectrum here, which I completely expect, Gemini, because of your duality sign. There's something that either you got rejected from in the past, or there was some sort of dysfunction going on in the past with somebody, a denial of passion, resistance, or a denial of feelings, and using sex, as I said, as intimacy. And it's become quite a heavy burden in a relationship or within yourself. And what's wonderful about the Ten of Wands, though, is this person's literally about to get to a place where they can set down their heavy burdens. So I feel like there's an epiphany happening here for you. And that epiphany, or that rejection, or that blockage may have been that epiphany moment where you're recognizing, hang on a minute, I tend to find myself in relationships or passionate, sort of really hot, passionate energies with people, but that sort of passion is not sustainable because either partner, you or the other person, is in some way running away from intimacy or something like that. It's just something that they're saying that either you may have identified recently, or that you may have found as an epiphany moment when you've been doing your thoughts. Because we got the Four of Swords here, it's in the reverse, which indicates there's been some sort of heartbreak or sadness here, and you're in an energy of solitude, in healing, okay? And you may have felt yourself anxious or even burnt out with this energy, exhausted with this energy, and you may have been gravitating towards energy vampires, for example, and they may not have even known that they were taking your wonderful energy, Gemini, but you've been very open-hearted. You gave your love, support, empathy, and I feel like there was a pattern here, though, of passion and sex, and there may have been some sort of controlling aspect to do with that. It's like you wanted to go deeper. But as you can see with this Seven of Pentacles here, this is about someone who is very patient, but is weighing up what the effort that they put in and what they get out of it. So basically, as you can see, all that effort is growing something to term, and the thing that's ripe for the picking there is one coin. Okay, now you can see the potential in it, but it's not ready yet. So perhaps you're dealing with a relationship where you can see the potential in it, but at the moment, it's kind of like a very sexualized energy, or you feel like there's a controlling aspect to it, or that the person or you are focusing on your career over this union. I feel like you're weighing up your options as to what you put in terms of relationship, the investment you put in, and what you get out. Now, we don't actually put in to get out when we're humans, but I feel like whatever has gone on in the past, it's made you really reevaluate the amount of self that you give to relationships, because you may have felt that you give all of yourself and then you're left standing there going, well, are they going to join me? Are we going to meet this halfway, or what's happening here? So there's some of the things they want me to look at, but let's see in detail what it is, what's coming your way, what's happening there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Your protagonist energy, the Magician card. Beautiful energy there, okay? This is manifestation. Now, either you're trying to manifest someone new or someone old into your life. Whatever you think about, you bring about. So be mindful that the power of thought, you're magnetizing whatever it is that you want towards you, Gemini. Okay, this is Aries energy, and Aries energy is about action. Also, Aries is connected to Mars, and Mars is very relevant during the month of July. It pops up around about the 20th, so expect like things that you're hoping for to suddenly come, and you may even wonder, oh, did I really want that? So just be mindful of that. Now, also the Magician in that position indicates there's going to be some action here. Okay, oof, we got a tower moment. Something was quite shocking, may have brought you to your knees there. They want me to go again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Wheel of Fortune. Now, if you know my readings, you'll often know that when you get a tower moment, a Wheel of Fortune follows or it comes before. So they're indicating here that there is a surprise. Now, not all surprises are negative, Gemini. Whenever you get a tower moment, it often means that, something that you may have resisted for a while, a crumbling, as it were, or an epiphany moment, or some sort of paradigm shift that brings a sudden upheaval. You may have tried to resist it for a while because it is in the resistance position, but it actually means that if you and a person or a situation has been in a stagnant energy, like there's no movement in your love life, or you wanted to be with someone, but there was a really shocking moment that happened, and now you're at a stalemate where nobody knows what to say or do, or there's uncertainty there. Along comes the universe to sort of send a lightning bolt. That's fate, sort of intervenes in some way to make you and the person, or you and the situation, feel so uncomfortable that the only thing left to do is change the situation. Whether it is to leave it all behind, or whether it is to have a conversation that is necessary, or whether it is to just come out of that comfort zone and take a risk. Because as you can see with that tower is on fire, which represents a prison energy. Something's not happening, something's stagnant. You feel like something needs to change, but you may have either not seen the changes that are necessary, or you may have felt resistant to make those changes, or the person may have been in denial or avoidance. You may have dealt with someone who's reluctant to open up their feelings, but there's a crumbling here, okay? As you can see, the two butterflies, they exit the tower. It's on fire. They were in a prison in the first place, but they were happy to kind of just stay there, flutter around and hope that something happens. Spirit says, well, nothing's happened. You guys didn't take action, so now we got to take action. Or something hasn't been happening, so fate has to intervene and set the building on fire, so the butterflies have to come out. Now, butterflies, they represent change. They represent stagnant energy changing from one form to another. When you think about a butterfly's journey, it starts off as a caterpillar, goes into the chrysalis, and then it becomes a butterfly. So the stagnant energy, that chrysalis energy, is for learning, it's for growth. So if you feel like something shook you to your very core, Gemini, and put you in a state of sort of feeling a little bit stuck, and that's actually a growth period. Unfortunately, we all have to go through them as humans, and we come out the other side often better off. The tower, even though people are a little bit nervous about it, I do feel like it is a transformative energy for the positive. Now, your unified energy is balance, harmony, patience. You've had a lot of patience, okay? So whatever situation they're wanting to talk about, whether it's a person, right now they're not indicating a person or a situation for me, so I can't give you anything until I go a little bit deeper. But they're indicating you're transforming one energy into another. As you can see, the Temperance card, these wings there's a rainbow behind that, filling those jugs. Now, you can't have a rainbow without sun and rain, okay? So happiness always has to have some sort of sorrow as well. They're saying there's a yin and yang to every situation to transform it for something magical. So I feel like you're turning something around that may have not appeared positive at the time, but actually you're going to see it's actually like a godsend. It's actually a lucky turn of events. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, is that lucky turn of events. That is good karma. That is destiny intervening to end a cycle where you may have been going round and round in circles and feeling really stuck. Okay, so this is a more positive time. A lot of auspicious energy here. It's like the cycle of life, the wheel of fortune. So it's like sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. But what we do know is that we have to come out of our comfort zone to reach for something greater. Okay, that's where you find the sweet spot. So I feel like coming out of your comfort zone is very, very important. And if you found that your comfort zone was sitting, focusing on work or career, and when it comes to love, you're like, you know what? Something will happen, and then nothing happens. They're saying action needs to be taken, and that Magician card says you are turning your visions into reality using focused creativity in the mind, but also action, physical action. Now let's get a little bit detail and see what's going on. What's the heart of the matter for my beautiful Gemini? Ooh, you're all up in your head. Gemini, this is your card. This is your energy. Okay, you're thinking about something. You're strategizing. Perhaps you're coming up with a plan of how to think differently when it comes to love, or you're thinking before you act on something, whether you have feelings for somebody or not. Or perhaps someone has done you an injustice and you're thinking about how you want the truth of a situation. The King of Air is the King of Swords, someone who uses logic over passion. I feel like you've experienced a lot of that passion, but I feel like now you're really thinking about it. How did it affect certain situations? And could you have gone deeper with that person? Did that person avoid their energy and did not resisted going deeper? So I feel like often when you get a King of Air, there's almost like a stalemate energy as well. The King of Air, of course, will take action eventually, but really thinks about things, is in strategic thought, is in a planning stage or something. So you may be like overanalyzing something or really trying to get clarity on something, but I feel like you're not making any moves right now in any area, okay? So again, they're giving me that stagnant energy that nothing's happening, but you're thinking about it. That doesn't mean nothing's happening. It just means you are setting intentions with the universe, and then you will take physical action. What is the challenge? Messenger of water. Now, either it's that there's nobody around for you to love has not adorned your door, as it were, or you feel like there was someone that you had a romantic attraction with, and this person, either you don't know how they feel about you and you're wondering, and you're left wondering, and you're wondering some more because that King of Air really thinks about things, or you feel like this person, there was love with this person at first, but they had unrealistic expectations of a situation. Either they expected you to wait for them, or they treated you in a certain way where they put you on hold, removed their love from you. There's definitely some sort of, it's like, where is my love? Where is my soulmate? Because as you can see there, that little seahorse represents soulmate energy. Seahorses, they partner up for life. Now, you may have a really interesting relationship that you're trying to think about in terms of yourself when it comes to love, your commitment on a deeper level. Do you all of a sudden put the brakes on when you're getting really deep with someone, Gemini, or do you find that you're with people who tend to do that? If that's the case, there's like this using sex for intimacy, there's some sort of control, it's some sort of ancestral wounding that needs to be processed first before you can hit that. But because this is a challenge, that's interesting, because also the challenge position is the Tower card. Either you're about to meet someone new, quite by surprise if you're looking for new love, shocking though it may seem, it's going to come from nowhere. Especially in these pandemic times, you'll be surprised, okay? You may think, how am I going to meet somebody in these times? It's going to be crazy. It's not possible. But fate, when fate is intervening and you've got the Tower and you've got the Wheel of Fortune, expect the unexpected, okay? Now let's see what's below you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Below you've got the High Priestess. Now, High Priestess says your intuition is very, very strong, okay? They just said the name Wallace to me, Wallace. Now, I feel like they said that to me a couple of days ago as well. It may have even been for your sign, Gemini. I'm going to have to look back on the videos and see if that was for you. But they've given me Wallace. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you, okay? If it does not connect to you, doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading as their attention may have wavered, okay? Now, the High Priestess, deep down, intuitively, you just know when a person is right for you and when they're not. And you may have tried to sometimes make a person be right for you. And I don't feel like you try and change them, but it's almost like they're very magnetizing, very alluring people that you may have met in the past, and you may have recognized that they're not right for you, or you may have felt like you're gravitating towards people who are emotionally avoidant, and you can see like a moth to a flame that this may not go well, but the passion's too good not to follow through on an encounter with that person. So I feel like intuitively you know when a person is right for you and when they're not, but sometimes what they're showing me is very interesting. They're showing me like someone trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It's like you try to make it fit because there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attraction, there's so many ticks in the boxes, but some of the deeper important ticks that should be in those boxes may not be there. But I feel like you know that before you kind of go on in, and and it happens to us all. I'm not pointing a finger at Gemini. Sometimes when we're in love and there's passion and lust and all of those wonderful, incredible things that us humans are capable of experiencing, sometimes we let it blind us to red flags, and we notice a red flag and go, okay, I don't know why, but I didn't quite like that, but you know what, maybe it was a one-off. And then the second time it happens, like, oh, okay, not really sure, maybe I'll nip this in the bud this time, and it just grows and it grows, and you get the message. But deep down, you're also trying to trust the mystery of the universe, okay? The High Priestess says nothing, but is very, very wise, okay? Someone who is very enlightened and actually trusts in the mystery of the universe, that some things are meant to be known with the intuition and not with the logical mind. Deep down, you know that. But right now, it's like you're talking yourself out of it. There's a head over intuition kind of moment going on here. Okay, now this could be about a breakup in the past, or it could be about someone in the past or someone that you love here. It's almost like you're trying to be logical about a situation, but love and passion and, all of those wonderful things and sex and everything like that, it's not logical. It's crazy and it's wonderful, but also it's crazy and it's infuriating sometimes. So in your recent past, you got the Ten of Air. So you've had to let something go, perhaps even gracefully, because this is this is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. You only read the uprights in this card, in this deck. And this card in particular means something that you have to let go of. You're just having to let it go with peace. Now, either that's a person, or it's an old way of thinking, or it's a point of epiphany here. You're recognizing that something was holding you back from finding the true love that you desire, or you're wrestling with something that doesn't appear right in the world that you're living in at the moment, and you're trying to understand it from a different perspective. And I feel like you're going to be doing things differently, responding to things differently to a challenging situation because of it. Okay. Now, they just said, let it go, let it flow. Okay, it's almost like you're trying to be the better person, take the moral high ground on something. Okay, now there could have been something that was very damaging that happened there, because that Tower card represents something that really shook the foundations of you and has put you all up in your head. And you may have become a little bit cynical and felt like maybe love's not for you, because the challenge here is love itself arriving, and emotional security, and finding that deep love with somebody on that level that just makes no sense, but also is the attraction is too strong. It also is a call for you to fall in love with yourself. So I feel like it may have raised moments within you, or triggers within you, to really question like everything, because that Queen of Air is questioning everything. What is above you? Six of Earth. Now, the Six of Earth is an interesting card in this deck. It is basically the universe kind of intervening to bring you an opportunity that is golden. And also to bring you something that is more balanced. So if you felt like relationships were one-sided, or you felt like you've been struggling with people who do not commit fully to relationships, or you found that you're gravitating towards people who are quite selfish and expect love to be on their terms, that's all about to change here for you, okay? This is your surprise, and I feel like you're going to be moving forward in terms of love. I do feel like there's love coming towards you, okay? But the challenge is opening yourself up to it, because maybe you've been burnt in the past, and they want me to go on. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Guardian Angels, can you please guide? Now, they just said Harriet to me, Harriet. So if your name is Harriet, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. They just want that person to pay close attention to the reading. It could be the name of your person, so please take it as it resonates. In the near future, we got the Queen of Water, okay? So this is falling in love with oneself, self-compassion, being comfortable in your own skin. Queens are often a sense of security in some way, and this is about in love. So I feel like you've been healing yourself, and I feel like you're opening yourself up to love again after a period of having to let something go and even questioning love itself, okay? Five of Fire. There's been a lot of conflict here with that. It's been a challenging time. So they just want me to go one more. Yeah. And you may have even gone through a bit of a dark night of the soul and really faced a lot of fears when it comes to love and illusions of things that you may have built. There's a real metamorphosis here. Now, the Five of Fire is interesting. You may have, this is in the near future, you may come and meet somebody who's very different than you. Someone who actually gives you a bit of a run for your money, as it were, keeps you on your toes in a good way, but also in a way where you both have to honor each other's differences, because the Five of Fires is a bit of a complex card. The Five of Fire. Fives are normally some sort of challenge. So I feel like this is about honoring each other's differences when you get this card. So either you're trying to reconnect with somebody that either you separated from. I will pull a card on that, but I feel like you're intrigued by someone who is different. Okay, you're the sort of person who gravitates towards someone who's just a bit left field, who is interesting, fun, exciting, because that's what you bring to the table, Gemini. But also I feel like in that passion, because this is a passionate card, this is about conflict, passion arising, two people who are crazy about each other, but perhaps even very different from each other, sort of exploding together in some passion, but sometimes it's counterintuitive for wanting, a settled relationship. I feel like you can move through that energy into something more positive, and it brings you back to love for self, but also a deep love. But this is about finding those differences that you can appreciate within each other and find some sort of harmony within that. They're just giving me unity in diversity, okay? Finding the common ground with somebody who's very, very different from you. So either this is something that you've been finding as a challenge with somebody recently. They want me to go two more in this position. Interesting. We got the Moon card, so that is about shedding illusions, okay? Love is not easy. We all know that. It takes a lot of hard work, but sometimes we get a little bit conflicted. But as you can see with this card, those two butterflies, they're coming out. Okay, there's transformation. They've recognized that the conflict, it's almost like, should the conflicts really keep us apart when there's love, when there's passion? But if nobody's going to those depths, and I feel like with that Queen of Water in the near future, you're going to be going to those depths and opening up to that level of love with this person. But they want two more cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Three of Water and the Six of Water. So Three of Water is basically there are opportunities for passion coming your way, for I don't want to say sort of sexy encounters, but I feel like there are opportunities for you to meet people who are like-minded, who are very exciting to be with, who are very passionate, and that you would be very attracted to you, that would actually be in harmony with your heart's desire. But there is something here with the Six of Water where there is a looking back energy, okay? Now, either this is you looking back at somebody that you met that you feel was perfect for you in some situations, but very, very different in others, and there was a lot of conflict there, a lot of drama. But I feel like this person is trying to manifest you back, Gemini. With this Six of Water, this is a return card. This is someone being very nostalgic about the past and longing to be in your arms. This is a card of old flames and the good old days. So I do feel like, although in the near future things are going to change for you, like exponentially, there's going to be a lot of attraction between you and others. If you've got your eye on someone already, I feel like that person has the same feelings for you as you do for them, and I feel like you have the opportunity to come together, actually. But if you're wanting someone from the past, this person's thinking about you too. Okay, there's a lot of love there. Now, how are you feeling? What's your advice to yourself in this moment? What is your advice to yourself in this moment? Messenger of Earth. You want solid commitment. You're looking for something a little bit more stable. As I said, that anchor in the storm. The Messenger of Earth is, you may be currently dedicated to your finances, because we got work and career here. You may be thinking, you know what, there's no love right now. I can't even think about that right now. I'm just going to focus on building a career or being resourceful with my money, trying to make it go a long way. I feel like you're trying to be committed and determined in a plan to move forward. But also, I feel like you've been waiting a long time for the love that really goes the distance and settles down. It has been a long time coming, but I feel like you want someone who is also committed on a deeper level now. I feel like you're ready. You've done a lot of soul searching here in this. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Beautiful Gemini. We've got the Queen of Fire. And we got the Seven of Earth. So we got the two cards again that have come up, Gemini. When I was pulling a card to see what was going on with that control and with that past life, we got the Queen of Fire. So that's a very, as I said, very passionate energy. This is the external circumstances. They're ripe for sexual attractions, okay? But also to remember that you are a wonderful, confident, feisty, self-assured person who is very attractive, both inside and out. Very handsome, both inside and out. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. You have a very unique light in you, Gemini, and you actually attract a lot of people, okay? You may not even realize it. I feel like sometimes, you know, you're not aware of the amount of attraction you have for you. But the circumstances are ripe for you to meet a soulmate, if that's what you're looking for. As you can see, the seahorses are starting to emerge in the walls because of your inner light. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest and have confidence and be sort of confident in your own skin, I feel like that you're going to have a couple of opportunities when it comes to finding a mate, if that's, you know, of course that's what you're looking for. Just be mindful of self-confidence. Now again, we got the Seven of Earth. So hope and a fear here is looking at the amount of effort that you put into relationships and fearing that you don't get the same out. That Seven of Earth says, I put a lot into this. Okay, and I want to move forward into something committed, but it never quite gets there, okay? It never quite, it's like you always have to be patient and be waiting. This is a waiting card, okay? And I feel like you've, sorry, someone's just going past with a motorcycle. I feel like you've been, sorry, they're showing me someone with like boxing gloves. Yeah, like a boxer. Now either your person is a boxer or you are boxing gloves, or maybe you're fighting with someone at the moment and you're currently taking some time out. Or you feel like someone's giving you a bit of a low blow. I'm not sure why they're showing me a boxing gloves or anything like that. So maybe in some way there's a connection there. So please take it as it resonates. But the Seven of Earth looks at that deep commitment. How long do you have to wait before a person is ready to want to be with you, Gemini? If you feel like this person never seems to be ready, this is the person in the past, and they're not willing to step up, you have to look at, you know, how time waits for nobody. So you may be wondering, is this savable, this relationship from the past, or should you move on, okay? Also, it's interesting, the placement. They just asked me to look at the placement. Now, the Seven of Earth, when I pop it down, it's looking back to the Six of Earth. So it's almost like willing fate to intervene in this situation to show the way. So I do feel like you may be looking to things like The Secret or cosmic ordering, or having conversations with the universe saying, please, can you please show me what is meant for me? But remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. They want 3 cards in this section. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? They're showing me a very interesting image of someone measuring their feet. Measuring their feet. Now, either you're currently listening to this reading, thinking about buying some shoes or something, and you're measuring your feet according to some sort of measurement plan, or maybe it is about whoever went before has, you know, if you put someone on a pedestal, you know, I can't think of what the saying is, but there's they got big shoes to fill or something like that. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. So, wow. Patience. So we got Temperance card again. So they're giving the exact same card. Patience indicates divine timing is in order, Gemini, and nobody likes to hear that word patience. I mean, you know, every time I see this card from this deck, I'm like, I want to throw it away. But actually, there's such an important message to this, which is you're being asked to re-examine your priorities during any time where nothing is happening. It gives you an opportunity to really reflect. and see, do you really want this person from the past? If not, what is it you do want? Tell the universe what you want, set your intentions, and then watch it come towards you with manifestation. It also asks you, what are you getting out of situations? Are you giving too much of your time, love, and energy? Are you always the giver and you're waiting to receive, but people don't meet you halfway? So it gives you a lot of time to reflect, and the stars are aligning to build something solid or send you something solid there with that pillar. You also got a 9 of water, okay? 9 of water says, whatever you wish for, is coming towards you. There's a dream come true here. So if you're looking for a committed relationship that is full of love and you're looking for your soulmate, there it is. You're getting everything that you desire. The challenge is finding the right person for you. The challenge may be the person that you left behind. There may be a lot of memories here, especially when we go through a pandemic. A lot of people have been thinking back, coming back to their roots, remembering good old days. So I feel like there's a lot of people reaching out at the moment, trying to recover what they once felt they were when they were before the pandemic and things like that. So there's a lot of that going on. But I do feel, be careful what you wish for, because whatever it is you're manifesting, it's about to show up in your world. You've got Magician card here, you've got 9 of water, and you're in a very strong thinking state, Gemini. Also, you may be thinking about, moving, international travel, things like that, setting your sights further afield. But with the 10 of Earth says, whatever it is you're hoping for, it's going to be commitment, okay? This is meeting someone who is going to leave a legacy with you, that's going to retire with you, walk into the journey of life with you. I feel like you're wanting commitment in all areas of your life. Also, I feel like you're really focused on your career. Financially, things are going to do really well for you, but as you can see, that lone wolf there, it's no longer alone. I feel like you're going to find the partner that is right for you. Whether that's a person in the past, that's your call, or whether it is someone new, there's definitely love coming towards you, and it is committed. Okay, committed, and it's everything that you wish for. This would be like a marriage, happy ever after, kind of happy family card right there. Finding that partner in crime to settle down with coming on in. Okay, now I'm just going to pull one quick card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify for my beautiful Gemini? Ooh. The Magician. Okay, so they are indicating that I wanted to clarify this messenger of water. They are clarifying some sort of scattered energy and unfulfilled potential in a relationship with somebody that you may be thinking back to, okay? Now that may not be the person that broke your heart. This may be somebody else that you're thinking about, but the Magician indicates that this person may have triggered some of the control issues. This person may have been jealous, or there was some sort of control there, resistance, not saying how they truly felt. We're getting the same cards again, Queen of Cups, okay? So this person had a lot of love for you, and you still have a lot of love for this person, okay? So just be mindful of this energy. This person is coming back. They're showing up. But also, if you're open to new, there's new love coming as well, because I can feel that new love. Let's go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay, they're indicating that if you decide to abandon the person in the past, you won't be waiting for too long for a new love relationship to come on in, okay? Now, in terms of signs, we got Aries, we got Sagittarius, we got Scorpio, and we've got Gemini. This person could be another Gemini as well. We got a little bit of fire coming in, Leo and Sag Aries. I feel like it's a very strong placement. So I do feel a lot of passion coming your way, but I feel there's a lot to think about what it is that you want before that starts to manifest. It won't be too long. It's in your near future, okay? Now I'm just going to pull a quick card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Gemini. And if it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I upload my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Oh, you got 2. We've got To Be Fair, and we got New Life. Both are in reverse. Okay? So, let's see what that means. Number 38 came first, To Be Fair. You get the protection message. It says, injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time where you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else, or a call to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain: if fairness is your intention in a situation, this situation will be resolved for the highest good for all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Okay? And new life, number 39. Oh, interesting. They just said, look at the numbers. So you, out of all, I shuffled this card like hundreds of times, these cards, and you got 38 and 39. That's unusual, okay? Protection message. It says, you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like a delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit that you may not know something. You're at the beginning of things right now and you haven't hit your stride yet. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Okay, now they just wanted me to read the love relationships with this as well. Okay, so which is not something they normally ask me to do, but they just asked me to do it, so I will. So this one is: new energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. That's good to know. And the relationship message for this one is: can you find a way to achieve balance and fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as being asked to be understood. There's much to be learned here, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective. Weighing up options and considering all sides, your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Now, as I was talking, they just said Ben. Ben. So if your name is Ben, or you're dealing with someone called Ben, there's something in this message for you. Okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, my angels. Okay, so we do have the turtle. Slow and steady wins that race, but also, as you can see, turtle is often got a little shell on its back and goes right into that shell when it feels attacked or it needs defense, it needs to protect itself there. So I feel like you're coming out of your shell after a protective period, okay? I don't often get that energy with this. They want on the Messenger of Earth. So something solid is coming into fruition for you for a relationship. It's been a long time coming, but I feel like you're about to reach that point of relationship where there's a deeper commitment. And also we've got the musical notes. Okay, now the musical notes is about raising vibrations, soul song. Okay, so I feel like your soul song is about to connect to somebody else's, and I feel like your vibrations are about to match. There's a lot of love here. They want this on the messenger of water, so you're calling in the soulmate, basically. Okay, so wonderful energy, my beautiful Gemini. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonated, as I said. Thank you so much, and love and light.